Now question, do you struggle with building C-level relationships or with engaging with senior stakeholders within your client base? Now, if you do, sit tight because I'm going to tell you exactly how to solve that problem. I'm Warwick Brown, an account management activist, founder of Account Manager Tips, and somebody who has had the great pleasure of engaging with many C-levels over my years, from FTSE 100 companies to Fortune 500 companies to small startups, entrepreneurs, and everything in between. And there's a few things I've learned about connecting with those people and also about how to engage and continue to build those relationships. And here's what I've learned. Okay, the first question that you need to ask yourself is why? Why do you want to have that relationship with that senior stakeholder or that C-level, C-suite person? What do you hope to get out of it? You know, what is the objective? What is the outcome that you are looking for from that interaction and that relationship? Who? So there are CIOs, CPOs, CTOs, CMOs, CEOs, CFOs. There are so many chief of titles within an organization. You need to understand exactly which of the C-suite you actually want to connect with. Don't just say them all. Think specifically about the role and what it does and how that lends itself to your solution and your offer, and then try and find the best fit in terms of which C-suite you are going to target. Now be realistic. If you're a low-level partner and you're not a strategic supplier, you're going to have to work that much harder to find a relevant and intriguing hook that is going to get the attention of that C-level person or that senior stakeholder within your client. So important that you understand where you are in the food chain in terms of supplier with your customer. Research, really important. Start to build a profile on the senior stakeholder you're targeting. Look them up on LinkedIn, find them on Twitter, do Google searches for any interviews, look on YouTube to see if there's any vision, any interviews, look on the company website for background information. Start to understand more about what they do, their role, their background, their interests. If they're active on social media, you'll be fortunate because you'll actually see the kinds of content that they're either creating or promoting or publishing. If they've been interviewed, you'll get an insight into the way that they think and what their priorities and objectives are. So it's really, really important. The research stage cannot be overlooked. Reach out. So don't just lurk. Once you've done your homework, once you've found where they are hanging out on social media, engage with their content, engage, comment, follow them, stalk them, by all means. Leverage your existing relationship. So you're a partner already. You have a point of contact with your client. You will be doing regular reviews. You have certain touch points during the course of the year. Start to build your network within your client base. Get referrals, have your point of contact introduce you to other people. Start to work your way through the org chart until you can get closer to the C-level that you're targeting. Invite them to your next meeting. Now the secret here, if you're meeting for an hour and a half with your point of contact, bring them in for 15 minutes. Do not invite them for the whole 90 minutes because they're going to say no. They don't really know you, they don't know what you're going to say, and they don't have 90 minutes to spare for probably anybody, let alone a supplier. So what I would do is position a decision. You need their advice, you need their feedback. You're about to roll out a particular strategy or an innovation, or you've agreed some sort of solution with your partner, with your client, and you'd like their insight as to whether you think this will be successful or how we might move forward with it. So that's a great way to intrigue them, to bring them in. I very rarely have had anybody say no to a 15-minute meeting. Add value. You need to give. There is no taking when you're trying to build relationships with senior stakeholders. You have to consistently and constantly find ways to add value. You need to continue the conversation. Now, a great way to do that is to start to bring in other senior stakeholders from your business and start to make the C-level feel loved. There's only so many times they're going to want to interact with you. If you're not, a peer of theirs, sooner or later, they're like, well, you are an account manager and, I'm a CEO. So the next stage is to start to bring in other senior people within your business, but continue to bring value, continue to be respectful of their time. Now, moving it to the next level could be things like customer advisory boards, they could be virtual panels, they could be focus groups. You could invite them to participate in trade shows or trade events, be a hot seat in a panel. Lots of different ways to start to get them some attention, help their reputation, give them some credibility, give them some visibility on a wider stage. That's very exciting to senior stakeholders, and they're things that will get them interested and engaged. But you need to get to that point. You don't just go straight out with well, I mean, you can, but I think to be successful, you start to warm them up. And also you want to make sure that you as an account manager have that relationship, not just, have your CEO and their CEO talk like once a year, and nobody really gets anything out of that. You want to make sure that you're actually propelling this forward. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Comment below, let me know what you think. If you've got any tips or tricks about engaging with senior stakeholders in C-suite, love to hear them. Now, if you would like to get in touch, you can hit me up on the social media platform of your choice at Warwick A. Brown. And of course, you can find me at my blog, accountmanager.tips.